Hello guys, so welcome back. We were discussing periodic classification of elements, and in that we discussed structure of modern periodic table. So if you want, I'll do the revision of structure of modern periodic table and then we'll move further. So come on, let's get started. Okay, Mendeleev, I hope you remember all merits, demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. Then definition, or you can say the rule for modern periodic table. So the properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. Okay, like you can ask yourself definitions of atomic number, atomic mass number. Okay, so structure, what I'll need is this table. So like you can pause the video here, you can revise those points and then you can come back here. So if you remember modern periodic table, there are 7 horizontal rows known as periods, 18 vertical columns known as groups. So 7 horizontal rows, they are known as periods. Apart from this 7 horizontal rows, 2 rows are at the bottom of the periodic table. They are called as lanthanide series and actinide series. Why they are called as lanthanide series and actinide series? Because all these elements of lanthanide series show similar chemical properties. Okay, so they have similar chemical properties. And second point is they are placed after the element lanthanum. So lanthanum के बाद है तो उसकी series start हो रही है, इसके लिए वो बोलते हैं lanthanum series. Actinium, if you see actinide series is actinium element के बाद है, so it is called as actinide series. All these elements of lanthanide series have similar chemical properties. Of actinide series, they have similar chemical properties. So now your question, the question popping up in your mind would be, why they are placed at the bottom of the periodic table and why in a horizontal row? Because elements having same property should be placed one below the another. So here, if these two rows, if they had been placed somewhere in between, so again ये table बनता ही नहीं था. क्या प्रॉब्लम होता था? ऐसा कुछ टेबल थोड़ा सा स्टार्टिंग में बनता था, फिर ऐसे 2 कॉलम्स आते थे और वापस ऐसे अलग टेबल बनता था. सो दिस वुड हैव सेग्रीगेटेड टेबल इनटू 2 डिफरेंट पार्ट्स, और द टेबल वुड हैव नॉट लुक्ड सो ब्यूटीफुल. नाउ इट इज लुकिंग. So what Henry thought is, instead of disturbing the position, all these elements have similar chemical properties, so I'll place them at the bottom of the periodic table, and they are called as lanthanide series and actinide series. 1 mark ka question, if you are ever asked, like you can be asked, so what is the position of lanthanide series? So it's 6th period, 3rd column, 6th, 3rd. Okay, actinide series is 7th period and 3rd group. Okay, so that you have to remember if they were asked the position of lanthanide series and actinide series. So 7 horizontal rows, 2 are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. Okay, there are 18 vertical columns, they are known as groups. Group 1 is called as alkali metals, group 2 is called as alkaline earth metals, group 17 halogens, group 18 inert gases, noble gases, 0 group elements, anything. So first period, here you can see first period. So first period is called as the shortest period, containing 2 elements, hydrogen and helium. Second period and third period are short period. First is shortest, second and third contains 8 elements each, and it is short period. Fourth and fifth contains 18 elements each. So fourth and fifth contains 18 elements each. Initially 7th was incomplete, now it is incomplete with the discovery of 118 elements. So 6th and 7th, they contains 32 elements and all. They includes lanthanide series and actinide series. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this. So if you remember, first first has 2, second and third has 8, fourth and fifth 18, and then 32. So the table is divided into different blocks. Before discussing blocks, if you remember, there was one important point. Elements in the same group show similar chemical properties, and there is gradation. Exactly, gradation in their properties. What does gradation mean? Gradation means halka sa change. So if you compare 2 elements, they will have nothing, they'll not have huge difference, or they'll have minimal, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, subtle difference होगा. Okay, if you talk about second and third, so halka sa difference होगा. Okay, so that is the case. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना nuances, that is a little difference. So first, second, third, and so on. So there is a little gradation. Okay, so now we are done with all these points. Now we'll talk about blocks. S block, P block, S block, P block, D block and F block. So S block is placed on left hand side of the periodic table. Before discussing the position, we should have said S block contains group 1 and group 2. So S block contains group 1 and group 2. It is placed on extreme left hand side of the periodic table. S block contains metals. Group 13 to 18, this is one way, or you can say 13 to 17 and 0 group elements constitute D block. They are placed on extreme right hand side of the periodic table. They contain metals, non-metals, metalloids. Metals, non-metals, metalloids. याद रखो सिर्फ D block में metals, non-metals and metalloids है, बाकी इसमें नहीं है. So if I talk about D block is placed in the middle of the periodic table, 3 to 12. 3 to 12 इसे हम लोग कौन सा बोलते हैं? D block बोलते हैं. It is placed in the middle of the periodic table. They contain क्या है? Metals. F block placed at the bottom of the periodic table. ये क्या है? It is placed at the bottom of the periodic table. They contain क्या है? Metals. Metals, non-metals, metalloids and bottom पे क्या है? Metals. Okay. So now if you remember something new we learned yesterday, or you can say in the previous sessions, like normal elements, transition elements and inner transition elements. Normal elements are those elements the last shell is incompletely filled. Transition elements are last 2 shells are incompletely filled. Inner transition last 3 shells are incompletely filled. So I'll repeat: normal elements, transition elements and normal, transition, inner transition. So normal last shell is incompletely filled, transition last 2 shells are incompletely filled and inner transition last 3 shells are incompletely filled. So previous session I discussed in detail what are transition elements, what are inner transition elements. Okay. So S block along with P block accept 0 group elements, because 0 group elements they have their octet or duplet state complete, so they cannot be included in normal elements. So S block and P block accept 0 group elements, they are called as normal elements. D block elements are called as transition elements and F block elements are called as inner transition elements. Okay, so I hope you remember all this. Okay, now one point that so here you can see elements in the same group show similarity and gradation in their properties. Okay. So this is all about groups and electronic configuration. Okay, before moving further I would like to say soon we'll have a discussion on Google Meet. So if you have any queries or questions, we'll have a discussion, so that if you have any questions or queries which are unsolved, what you can do, you can write those queries or your questions on a paper, and so that next time we'll plan soon. So we'll have we can meet on any media, say Google Meet or Zoom or anything like that. So you'll have your questions ready, you will not miss anything and you can ask me, so you'll get your doubts clear. Okay, so that was the point. I sorry for interrupting in between, I thought I should mention it before I forget it. So groups and electronic configuration. So these are few points. You'll find that number of valence electrons in all these elements from group 1, that is family of alkali metals. If you remember, I discussed it yesterday. Group 1 elements in the group 1 have valency 1. Group 2 has valency 2. 13 3, 14 4. So it rises like 1 2 3 4. 4 तक गया, then you cannot have valency 5. So valency is 1 2 3 4 4 3 2 1 0. So यहाँ पे valency है 1, here it is 2, here it is 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. After reaching 4, 3 2 1 and 0. So 4, then 3 2 1 and 0. So this was valency point. Okay. Similarly, if you look at the elements from any other group, you will find the number of the valence electrons to be same. So elements in the same group show, you can say, same valency, same chemical properties. For examples, the elements beryllium, magnesium and calcium belong to group 2, that is family of alkaline earth metals. There are 2 electrons in their outermost shell. Similarly, there are 7 electrons in the outermost shell of, yani like they are discussing about group 1 elements are called as alkali, group 2 are called as alkaline earth metals, 17 are called as halogens. So 7 electrons in the outermost shell of the elements such as fluorine, chlorine and bromine from group 17, that is the family of halogens. While going from top to bottom within any group, one electronic shell gets added at a time. So while coming from top to bottom, each time a new shell is added. So the size goes on increasing. We are talking about while coming from top to down. So while coming from top to down, like while traveling in a group. Okay, so here this way, so here it will have one shell, two shells, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each time you come down, a new shell is added. From this we can say that the electronic configuration of the outermost shell is characteristic of a particular group. However, as we go down a group, the number of shell goes on increasing. So अभी हम लोगों ने देखा जब हम ऊपर से नीचे जा रहे हैं, each time a new shell is added. Okay, so this was groups and electronic configuration. This we have already discussed. Why I am running here and there, just to check I have not missed anything. Okay, we have discussed this modern periodic table. Now periods and electronic configuration. So periods and electronic configuration we will discuss in the next session. Okay, so bye guys, take care.